Hello, I'm Adam from FTC Team 14892 Venom out of Alliance Academy in Cumming, Georgia, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about different lifting mechanisms. So I'm going to be going over three common types of lifting mechanisms with y'all, but there are actually many more types. But the types we'll be going over in this video are the 4-bar lift, linear lift and linear actuator, and the scissor lift. So first up, we got the 4-bar lift. It is made up of 4 bars like C channels, kind of shown in the top right image, with 2 of those bars on the bottom and 2 on the top, and then 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. It's commonly known as the parallel lift, and some of the pros will be that it remains parallel with the ground at every height. So if you want to pick up a block at the bottom, or when it's all the way down, the claw will remain at the same angle and it will at the top. So, and another pro is that it works with any claw design, and you can choose any gear ratio when deciding if you need more torque or speed on that lift. Some of the cons would be that it takes up lots of space, but it's best for stacking games such as the FTC game inside of 2019, Skystone. Next up, we got a linear lift. So there's 2 common types of parts used. There's the Home Depot drawer slides, which is often used by more experienced teams, and then the Rev linear motion kit, which is used by both experienced teams and rookie teams. So the linear lift uses a system of pulleys and cables from Rev to allow for multiple stages of the lift to go up and down. Some of the pros would be that it doesn't take up much space, and you can add as many slides as needed to reach any height. A con would be that it only is in motion in one direction. So you can lift it up, but going back down, it would have to free fall. We would recommend to use drawer slides over the Rev motion kit, but it's best for experienced teams to use the drawer slides. So if you're a rookie team, we would recommend the Rev motion kit then. So there's 2 kinds of stringing. There's the cascading and elevator stringing. The cascading stringing is going to be in the picture on the right, on the top, and the elevator stringing is going to be on the left. Next up, we got a linear actuator, which works like a corkscrew. It's not commonly used, but its most common use would be for lifting intakes up or hanging. So a pro would be that it's very reliable and offers the most torque out of any of these systems, and hence it can be able to hang your entire robot. But some of the cons would be that only one model is legal inside of FTC, so it's very difficult to find different parts for it, and it's very slow. So it's not a good mechanism for stacking. We would recommend a linear actuator over a rack and pinion system, though. So finally, we got the scissor lift, which uses a rack and pinion system at the bottom. One scissor leg remains motionless, while the other is attached to the rack and pinion system, which allows it to move up and down the entire lift. Some of the pros of a scissor lift is that it's high torque and can move fast, and you can choose what height it reaches up to. Some of the cons would be that it's difficult to build correctly, and it's often breaks if not built correctly, so we recommend only veteran teams or teams that have had experience with the scissor lift build it. And it takes up much space. This was another lift that was oftenly used inside of the FTC game in 2019 called Skystone. So here's a review with 4 different mechanisms that we went over, and they have the system, the pro, the con, and what they're recommended for, and each of the lifts. I hope y'all will be able to use this chart throughout the season to help you deciding on if you'll need to use a lift if it's a stacking game for this year's FTC game. So if you liked this video, there's multiple other videos on our channel, and we would love for y'all to subscribe and like this video so we can help y'all further throughout the season and other teams.